Dr. Ben, I guess After Dark again. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why these things crop up on a Sunday night of all times. But they're legitimate questions, so let's deal with them. Next question is from Doug, who we know very well. Good evening, Doug. Yeah. So long-time listener, third-time asker. Sure, why not? Since you have been clustering themed videos, I recall some time back you did a video on, let's call it passing wind and the virus. Yeah. In which we concluded that you're basically wearing a mask down there already, and the digestive enzymes that make us tick really knock the heck out of the virus. And so it is possible, and I think it's a very likely way to maybe spread genomes around, like little broken pieces of the virus, but there isn't any real good evidence that it actually spreads infectious virus. But anywhere that the virus is coming out, I would say you want to use caution. So yeah, caution once again. That's our new watchword for the night. Perhaps you've seen this and would like to start a new series. Like, great. So I looked at it. It's a New York Times article. It's paywalled for me because I keep clicking New York Times articles, I guess. I don't know. But I found it on a couple of other sites. And this similar story has also been picked up in a couple of the other big papers. Washington Post did a thing on it. It was whether basically bathrooms, when you flush the toilet, it's going to create that little swirl to get all the water and stuff to go down, which is fine. But there's the idea that flooding water in can push up aerosols. And so, I don't know, fans of fireman movies call it the backdraft effect. Yeah, SARS-CoV-2 backdraft. Is this something that we need to worry about? Is this something real? That is very much an open question. There's a case from SARS-1 in the Amoy Gardens Hotel in Hong Kong where it was hypothesized, but we do not know for sure, that toilet flushing was basically responsible for spreading the virus from one person in a room to the people in the rooms above and below this person in the hotel. Like that entire column of the hotel that would be sharing the same water pipes. They confirmed that they were connected. All got infected despite apparently never being in the same room as each other. Now, since we know about respiratory droplets, presumably all these people would have come past the check-in desk, but it's odd, or else it's just a big coincidence that it was these particular people in that particular part of the building that got infected and not the other people in other parts of the building. Yeah. But that remains one very weird, yeah, difficult to explain case. And so far, we now have more studies of bathrooms in hospitals and other bathrooms that show that there is a lot of fragmented SARS coronavirus 2 around those areas. It does seem to exist. It does seem to, come out either as it's coming out or as you flush the toilet. I mean, because you do both of those things. And so you can't really tell because you can't detect where the virus is until they do a specialized test. I haven't seen anyone yet who's been able to recover live coronavirus from a bathroom situation. And they recover quite high amounts of broken coronavirus. So once again, caution. If there's broken coronavirus there's a chance that one or two of these things make it through more or less intact. Yeah, I would not at all rule that out. Just like with so many things, I can't say that I've seen any concrete scientific evidence that this is actually a threat yet. It's just a thing that I'm going to be watching, and yeah, maybe this is a positive, just another little positive of wearing the mask. Public bathrooms, I say this after having it's about a 5.5 hour journey from Texarkana to College Station. But public bathrooms can be terrible, yeah, at the places you stop at along the side of the road. And it's not, wearing a mask is actually okay, yeah. It's a thing I would maybe even consider, if the world goes back to normal. And also, there may possibly, at some point, it seems like a good precaution to take. Wearing a mask when you're going into a shared bathroom space in particular. If it's inside your house, you're already being exposed to these people, presumably all the time. And so, yeah, no particular need there. But yeah, whenever you're going where somebody else also goes that you don't necessarily live with, that's a good time to have that mask on just as anywhere else. It's one of those spots where we could let down our guard, but we won't let down our guard, I hope, because, yeah, this has to be a kind of zero tolerance policy to virus infection. We have to make sure there are no new cases, and then we have to get rid of all the cases that we have, and then we finally get to a world where we don't have to constantly be wearing stupid masks and talking about stupid coronaviruses unless we like them, like me. Yeah. And that's okay. This can go from being everybody's thing back to my thing, and I'm all right with that. Yeah. Um, anyway, thanks very much. A couple of thought-provoking questions this evening. Have yourself a great night. This is Ask Dr. Ben After Dark, apparently. Yeah.